just got a message from your boss. It's urgent. It's from their real email. It sounds like them. And in the next 90 minutes, you are about to send millions of dollars to a stranger. The terrifying part, you won't even realize it. Welcome back. I'm going to show you how the smartest people in the world get manipulated by one hidden psychological vulnerability. And I promise you, have it too. You have it too. Because it is neurological, not a character flaw. Here is what just happened in the real world. In 2024, an engineering firm called Arup had an employee in Hong Kong receive a video call. It showed their CFO. It sounded like their CFO. It even showed colleagues in the background. Within 90 minutes, that employee executed a 15 wire transfers totaling $25.6 million to different bank accounts. The kicker? Every single person in that video was fake. Deepfakes, AI generated. And this isn't an isolated incident. It is happening right now. And it is targeting your company, your family, and honestly, probably you. So why does this happen? It is not because the people at Arup are dumb. It is because of something called authority bias. And once you understand it, you will see how vulnerable we all are. Now section 1, the bias itself. Here is the thing about authority bias. It is not a choice. It is neurological. Your brain has evolved over millions of years to assume that authority figures have information you don't. So when someone with power, credentials or status gives you a command, your amygdala, the part of your brain that handles fear and immediate decisions, auto-activates a compliance response before your logical brain even engages. Think about it. If a police officer tells you to step aside, you don't deliberate for 3 minutes. You move. If a doctor says you need this medication, you don't demand a full research study. You take it. This served our ancestors well. But now fraudsters weaponize it. And here is the counterintuitive part. Being smart doesn't protect you. In fact, sometimes it makes it worse. Why? Because intelligent people are confident in their ability to spot deception. So when authority is involved, they actually scrutinize less, not more. They think, a real CEO would know this. A real video call would show this. I am smart enough to recognize a fake. And that confidence is exactly what gets them caught. If this is hitting you, stick around because the next part is where everything changes. That is section 2, the manipulation structure. Okay, so fraudsters aren't just showing up randomly. They are running a playbook. And it has 5 moves. First, they study you, your LinkedIn, your company organization chart, your recent projects. They know details about your business that make them credible. Second, they create artificial urgency, confidential acquisition. Must happen today, tell no one. Urgency hijacks your critical thinking. When you are under time pressure, you access less of your prefrontal cortex, the logical part, and more of your amygdala. You become reactive, not thoughtful. Now the third, they impersonate authority. Not just any authority, your boss, your CFO, someone you trust and whose commands you are conditioned to obey. Now the fourth, they provide specificity, real details, real names, real project context. Fake details feel inconsistent. Real lies feel consistent. Then fifth, now they ask for action. Transfer money, provide credentials, move fast. And because your brain is following its ancient neurological program, comply with authority that is under time pressure. You do it. Now come to section 3, real cost. This isn't theoretical. This is costing organizations over $1 trillion globally every single year. And the victims aren't careless. They are not stupid. They are neurologically human. I am telling you this not to scare you, but to validate something. If you have ever felt manipulated by someone in power, if you have ever followed an instruction you later questioned, if you have ever felt that internal resistance but obeyed anyway, you are not weak. Your brain is doing exactly what evolution designed to do. The difference between the people who lose $25 million and the people who don't isn't intelligence. It's a single decision pattern. Come to section 4, the shift, your actionable insight. Here is what changes everything, and you can do this tonight. The moment an authority figure asks you to do something urgent, especially something involving money, credentials or access, you do one thing. You pause and you verify through a second channel using information you know is real. That's it. If your CEO emails asking to transfer money, you don't reply to that email, you hang up. You call your CEO's direct line, the number you know from the company directory, and you say, "Hey, I just got this request. Is this real?" 9 times out of 10, the answer is a no. Why does this work? Because it breaks the compliance loop. By introducing a deliberate pause and a secondary verification, you are reactivating your prefrontal cortex. You are moving from amygdala-driven reaction to logical decision making. It takes 30 seconds. It saves millions. And here is a beautiful part. When you do this, you are not being paranoid. You are being smart. Because the real authority figures in your life, they expect you to verify. They want you to verify. They know the world is dangerous. So here is what I want to know as you leave this video. You are not naive. You are not dumb. You are neurologically vulnerable to the same bias that kept our ancestors alive. The fact that you are watching this, that you are learning how this works, that already puts you ahead. Tonight, if someone in authority asks you for something urgent, remember the Arup case. Remember those 90 minutes and ask one simple question. Is this real? That question might save your career. It might save your company. It might save you $25 million. If this is hitting you, tell me in the comments. Have you ever felt pressured by authority to do something you later questioned? I read every comment and I think you will be surprised how many of us have been there. And if you want to go deeper on how manipulation actually works, and I mean the dark psychology behind it, I have got another video queued up. Check it out. Stay skeptical, but also stay human. Thank you.